bring up my screen here. Okay, not sure. Is my screen visible right now, George?
Yeah, no, it's not coming through yet.
Okay, so I think it'll be best idea if you could share the screen. That will
Mhm.
be like great. Like, would it be possible?
Sure, absolutely. Let me do that in a second. Okay, and um, bear with me for a second. My system is stuck.
So,
Okay.
guys, looks like we are facing a bit of issues in the age of AI. The problem seems to be of the basic screen sharing, but we've got it back up now. George, I hope that's your screen sharing, right? So let's dive right in. I mean, we want to make up for the lost 4 or 5 minutes. Now, let's talk quickly about what is the big change that's happening in the business future and how the growth is powered by AI. The intention is let's run through some big top level cases, answer your questions, go through the experiences of Arush and Durgesh, and then try and see how all of this fits into your own businesses. So let's move to the next slide, George. Now here is a screenshot or an example that I want you to internalize and do further research on. The first screenshot that you see here, which is brands like Gabbit and Recruiter, they use webinars for educating customers and promoting their products in them. Now, what is so special about that? There is a dearth of brands and technologies that actually can let you promote yourself to the customers, and most of it is centered around advertisement so far. So all you know by growing your business is that you go run your ad on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, maybe Google ads, and you start getting customers. But you know what, that's super expensive. It never works out in the end because it's something that you compete on with all the other brands for those eyeballs and those pennies that you fight on. It's all bidding based in the back end. So if the ad cost is certain today, like let's say you're paying $2 for a acquisition of a lead for your business, like Gabbit, by the way, makes these smart rings, pretty much like these smart watches. They make smart rings that you could use and track your sleep and track your calorie count and some of those things, right? So these kind of brands have been running ads, but they figured that if they gave out content to people, if they added value to the lives of people, it could bring down the cost of acquisition and it could be a game changer. And it's not just brands like Gabbit and Recruiter Flow. DJI, the world's leading drone manufacturer, which is now a $15 billion brand, runs a key marketing strategy around online courses, which is all about how do you fly drones for enterprises. So there could be a company that's just doing logistics. There could be a company that's supplying stuff through a port in Gujarat or somewhere in the world, and DJI would come and sell them their drone product. But they acquire a customer, they reach out to a customer inside the enterprise by offering this online course. Isn't that amazing? Now that is the true power of content marketing in today's world. And my take, you should not apply, implement, and use any other type of lead generation in your business, but one led with content. The third example I have for today is People Strong. It's one of the largest HR tech SaaS companies in Southeast Asia, and they have just recently launched themselves into Middle East, Saudi, MENA market, and now also Africa. How do they do it? They have a platform called People Strong Academy. Now, through the People Strong Academy, they give online courses as well as offline sessions to people who could be potential customers. And they charge about $999 for usually some of these courses. And when those 999, whatever amount is charged, which is about 80,000 or a 90,000 rupee in the Indian context, that money gives them a customer for the online course. But out of, let's say, every 100 customers, they could be converting about 10 as a SaaS customer for their main product. And that is the power of a content funnel. Now, why am I showing you the content funnel? Because I think it won't be possible for you to understand the primary methodology of growth in your business unless you understood them. Now, we'll have Arush here also who uses content funnels in his business. So I'll try and throw some light when he comes on in just another 5 to 6 minutes. But moving on to the next slide, I want to talk about that the secret sauce to any business growing in today's time is a sales funnel, which is exactly what you saw on the last slide. So what is happening in this diagram? On the top interface of your brand, you offer somebody an ability to list either a webinar, an ebook, a course like a drone flying course, the way DJI is doing, something that is either very low cost or it is free. And this is called HVC. Now, guys, if you have your pens and paper or diaries ready, note it down. HVC stands for high value content. High value content is what is actually going to make people get interested in buying your offer or kind of getting into the funnel. So with a high value content, you build trust. Why you build trust? Now, because when somebody reads it, they'll be like, okay, this guy knows how to fly drones. This guy knows how to train people in HR, or this guy knows how to track sleep, or how to actually why or how to track calories. So it builds that trust. You can generate leads and then convince these potential customers to sign up for your products or services over a period of time when they move down the funnel. Now, funnel is a simple concept. You offer someone something on the internet like an ebook or a webinar. They download it, they give you their contact details. Out of 1,000 people who downloaded, maybe just 50 or 100 will say, oh, I want to now talk to the sales team, or I want to book a demo, or I want to buy the Gabbett ring. So that's why it's a funnel. 1,000 or larger number of people on the top and smaller number on the bottom. Now, going to the next slide, I want to quickly show you that AI can actually transform every part of this problem. It actually is a powerful strategy to build content like this, but it could be mind numbing, super tough to implement this in smaller companies, especially when you're just a single person. But you know what? Last year changed everything for humanity. Now a single person can do research, can prepare the content, can build the funnel, promote the funnels, do marketing, convert those leads into customers, and even support them. With how many people in this team? Probably just one intern. And let me tell you, People Strong has implemented and launched funnels in Middle East, Africa, India now. Multiple countries acquired, all made almost 6 crore rupees in just under last 3 months, all with one intern. Sounds like a joke, but AI can make it happen. Technology, automation can make it happen, right? Let's go to the next slide and see how every single part of this can be changed with AI, with a very, very small team or just a single intern in place. Let's go to the next one. And here is a map of where people have implemented AI in the world so far. You'll be amazed that the largest application has been in communicating with clients and customers in the beginning of the funnel to even supporting the customers. And that's why I showed this map that there are multiple uses. You could build an entire website. In fact, as a company, Nourish, Nourish is the company that I run as the CEO and co-founder. We have built a web builder which actually lets you build a landing page with AI. But the primary use case is the first one. You build every piece of your funnel, do research and all of that in the first step. Now you can use it for all the other purposes like posting on social media, training, onboarding, offboarding. I don't want to go into them. I just want your focus on the first two. The first two are the key. You can obviously use the first two to utilize for all the other bits as well, because there is percolation. They are like pillars, but that's what I want to focus in my sessions and my engagement with you today, which is a game changer. Why is a game changer? Because your entire sales funnel that DJI builds with a 15 people team, you can build with one single intern with AI. Let's go to the next slide, George. Now, here is one example that I'll leave you with, and I'll invite Arush to come in. Now, when a company is thinking, what funnel do I launch? I'm just starting. So we use this prompt before we talk to any company about how Nourish could help them. And this is a example from a website called Perplexity AI. Now you can note it down. We'll possibly put it in the chat as well. The spelling, it's perplexity. I just put it in the chat. So guys, make a note of it. I asked a question. We are a platform that lets anyone build their entire website, funnels, learning courses, ebooks, anything in content particularly. And there are three use cases of this that people use the platform for. So I'm just telling AI about Nourish. One is that they use these courses to train their internal teams. Second, they can establish thought leadership with these courses, just like DJI does, or just like Blue Bottle Coffee does. And the third is that they can generate leads with these courses or ebooks, just like Salesforce and other such platforms do. So I'm telling the AI that Salesforce generates leads with ebooks or courses, and pretty much like what I showed you for DJI as well, or People Strong. And I told AI, now I'm pitching my platform services to a company called PeopleStrong, which was the builder of the airport in Delhi. Now, I mean, this is a hypothetical situation. It's not the builder, but whatever the company does, you mention that. And then you say, help me ideate how they can use the platform with such content. And you know what the answer comes? When I look at the next slide, I mean, this is like an elaborate answer that the AI gives. It tells you that this company could use your platform for doing micro learning, deliver it to their people. It comes up with the even names of the courses that they could utilize. And you can't read this in the example, but it tells me exactly the kind of courses that could be targeted to people. And now let me tell you that this actually encompasses all the steps that we spoke about, of research, thinking about the funnel. Before I go on to the next stage, this is the key piece that I want you to keep in mind. So I'm going to invite Arush now and let him talk about how has he implemented AI in his business. And Arush, if you could also explain to us what is it that Law Level Up does? What are the main funnels that you utilize? I'm super eager to hear about that. Welcome, Arush.
Thank you, Kinnell, for the opportunity. And hi, everyone. I'm extremely excited to be here. And we'll come to law level up in a bit. But I just want to introduce the topic in a manner like we talk about AI powered course funnels, right? What is AI? AI is like simulation of human intelligence that is run on basically patterns and correlations. So AI is only there to process as a simulation of human intelligence. So in that manner, it is really, really helpful. So you have to understand that it is going to automate a lot of your tasks. So now let's come to the topic at hand. And I am Arush Agarwal. I am the founder of Law Level Up. And till now, we have trained 20,000 plus students and lawyers. We have launched more than 50 plus paid programs. We have collaborated with colleges throughout India. And we have successfully launched multiple AI powered funnels. And in some time, I'll also show you a draft funnel that we created on Nourish and how it is basically working out. So if you even see on the right bottom side, this PPT is even made by Gamma, that is an AI. So we have embedded AI in almost everything that we are using particularly. And I'll take this opportunity to show you some specific examples and go in a little depth to actually make you understand how AI is going to help you, right? So this was our landing page design. If you see on the left-hand side, this was our first landing page design when we onboarded with Nourish and we did not use any funnels GPT. We actually took our old design and imported it into Nourish. Now you can see, like if you have any idea about landing page, the left side has a lot of bulky text and it is not very much readable. It's not highlighting the functions. It does not have a proper CTA. Versus if you see the after image, the theme is better. You have a strong tagline: make AI your winning strategy, trusted by 1,000 plus people. You have a proper heading, and this like improved their conversion rates by a lot. So we use funnel gpt to actually write each and everything on the landing page. And funnel gpt is like chat gpt, but it is trained on writing ad copies and landing pages, and this is something that Nourish offers. So you really get some specialized tools that can help you gain a competitive advantage in the market when you are using tools like Funnel GPT. You can visibly notice the difference between the two pages, right? So if I move on to the next stage, like there are a lot of reasons to use Funnels GPT. First is content personalization. You can actually create a persona of your audience, and based on that persona, you can actually write your ad copies, and you can actually segment audience and make your landing pages, which will boost your conversion rate. And this is something that really worked for us. We actually identified how many law students or lawyers are working. We segregated them in two categories, and then we actually made different landing pages and tested them out. Again, A/B testing is the same thing where you are testing out different landing pages. So this will really help you out. The third thing that I want to talk about is copywriting. Whenever you are making an ad, you would have to write a caption, and that caption has to be on point. If you mess up in the caption, you are not going to get a lot of conversion. So for that, we have also used Funnel GPT and improved our captions that in turn improved on conversion rate. So all in all, Funnel GPT is a really great tool if you talk about generating funnel specific content, be it ad copies or landing pages. Now let's come to the second use case, that is ad creatives with DALI and Meta AI. So Meta AI came recently. We first were using DALI and the whole chat GPT scenario to create our creatives. And believe me, we hired a graphic designer and paid the graphic designer to actually create some creatives for us, but that did not work out great for us, because at the end of the day it is getting very common to hire a graphic designer and make those normal graphic designing posts in which you take a stock photo of a person and add 4 to 5 points. That would not work in 2024. You need something creative, you need something out of the box, because in this age of social media, uh, we are having a content overload, and whenever you want to place an ad, you have to make the user stop at your ad. So you would have to offer them something that is really creative, right? So these are the points, like it is going to be boosting your creativity, faster turnaround. So first of all, it is really cheap if you use DALI or Meta AI rather than hiring a professional graphic designer. Second is that graphic designers tend to take a lot of time when they are delivering you the creative. So you won't have any problem in that scenario if you are using ad creatives from an AI. Third is you can actually tell the AI to personalize the ads as per your needs, which works really well. And in the next slide, I'll show you how. And of course, you can also use some data driven insight, like how many people are lawyers or students, and customize the ads accordingly. Now I take you to the next slide, which is really interesting. So these are the two ad creatives. We have created multiple ads creatives with AI, but for the purpose of this session, I selected these two. And you can see these are some of those ads. When you will see these ads, you are going to stop on those ads because we have added those elements. And I'll break down those elements shortly. If you see the right image first, you see a robot lawyer with an advocate's band. So all lawyers relate with an advocate's band, and this is something that we use because a lawyer would see this image and see, like, this is interesting. They have created a robot with an advocate brand. Second, it adds a lot of reliability when we are selling an AI workshop, that we actually know how to use AI. So this image worked really great for us. And the left side image worked really great for us because it was out of the box. And let's break the left image down. So if I talk about the left image, we used a dinosaur because it signifies being old by sticking to the traditional methods without learning AI. So this is some sort of subconscious signaling that we wanted to use by using a dinosaur because they have gone extinct. Yes, Kenneth.
Hey, thanks a ton. This is superb. I'm like blown away by the kind of uses you have.
Yeah.
I would add in some bits here, and I would say that I have used Gamma, and my experience has been nothing short of miraculous. I was just, told 15 minutes before one of the meetings with an investor that I had to present a presentation. And I wrote down one paragraph of my ideas and put them on slides and just added a bit of instructions on that. I think it took me 5 or 6 minutes, and then I just put it in Gamma and said, if I could build a presentation for all of you watching our session today, and people who are going to log on to it later. Gamma is something that you guys have to try. I mean, it's just so amazing, time saving, and it's far beyond most of the other tools. There's another one called Dectopus, which also does a similar job, but I like Gamma because of the designs that it gives. So great take there. And I think what you have spoken about are three important things, Arush, which I love. One, personalization. You have an impact in a very powerful area, law, and then your platform is called Law Level Up. So I think you did a fantastic persona designing with AI as well. And I believe you ask AI what are the problems that these people face, what are the kind of solutions you can come up for it. A lot of people watching this might not be understanding how important it is. So could you just highlight that? Did you do any experiments without thinking about persona first and failed and then tried this?
Okay, so actually, I started my first company that was law related when I was a college student. So we did a lot of experiments. Then when we tried to run creators or we try to advertise without using any significance of the image being related to law or any research being related to law, and we failed really bad because people are not going to stop. They see, like, if you spend Instagram 1 hour on Instagram, you are going to see hundreds of ads. After every 2 or 3 reel there is an ad. So you would have to cater to the audience. You would have to speak to the audience, and that is extremely important. If you don't appeal to the audience in the right way, they won't give you your time. That is why we spend a lot of time thinking how can we cater to the audience, because if you cater to the pain points of the audience or to there are three types of advertising, like pain points, fear, or aspirational. I
Yeah.
consider these are the big three. So you have to cater to any of these three kinds of uh, advertising. So what you see on the screen is sort of a fear type advertising, that if you don't use AI, you are going to go extinct. So that creates an urgency to actually go ahead and click on our ad and quickly enroll into our workshop. Now, landing page plays a huge role in that too. So yeah, I hope that answers your question.
No, that does. Guys, actually attacking the problem is the most powerful thing, and AI can help you like nobody else. So Divya has asked, you said three things, you said pain, fear, and what was the third one?
Aspirational marketing,
Aspiration.
like you tell them that after doing this course, you are going to make this amount of money. So you are fulfilling their aspirations.
Yeah, yeah. And AI can help you get these points super right. Like, let me just tell you an example how powerful this can be. And I have a very interesting example that I quote at some of these events. So, I was browsing Instagram and one ad stopped me. It was like socks that don't slip. So if you wear half socks or hidden socks, like if you wear loafers, people who wear loafers understand loafers are those half shoes, that your half feet show up. The socks that hide usually slip. And people who wear socks would know that. And this ad stopped me right there. Oh, I want to know because most of the socks do. Now, this is called insight. and AI can help you generate these insights in a brilliant way. So thank you for that, Arush, and I mean for showing how you have tailor-made images, ads, come up with ideas. All of this is brilliant. And guys, for all of you, I mean, some people are here saying, please speak Hindi. I mean, some of the people are okay with English, some of you are okay with Hindi. So we'll try and mix it up a little bit because we also have people here from south of India, so we don't want to kind of alienate everybody. But let me just tell you that all the steps that you saw here, Arush talking about, are really implemented in his business. क्योंकि law level up जो company है वो actually is making an impact in law students' lives. तो ये सारी strategies are not just ज्ञान
but true power. So, George, if you have anything to add.
In fact, one of the things that I really like about Arush and Law Level Up, what they're doing is that simple fact key they are willing to experiment in their business to keep trying new methods, new funnels, new AI. And so that's why if you notice the image of the AI robot, basically allows them to attract a larger audience of legal professionals because this is so different from everything else, right? Now, could you also just quickly show how you use any of these AI tools? Because that would really help people with
So yeah,
understanding this. Yeah,
so I'll just quickly jump to that.
you'll probably have to press escape here.
Yeah. So this is what we were trying out right now, and this is something next level that we are going to try out, and this is what I want to show you, that we were using a dinosaur image, right? Now with Meta AI, actually you can animate that image. I'll show you in a new chat. I'll just open it, new conversation, and you just put a prompt. I put a simple prompt. Give me a photo of a dinosaur sitting in an office working on a computer. The image should be vibrant,
Okay.
and you just run through it. And as you can see, you get some fantastic results. And now what you can do actually is go ahead and click animate. And Meta AI is going to animate it. And this is something that you can add a little bit of text and actually put it in your ad copies. And I think this is going to work wonders because a dinosaur ad ran very well. Animation would take it up a notch.
Amazing. And this tool is Meta AI. So how do we
Meta
is this free? How do we get this?
Yeah, it is free. Like you get some credits every day, and Meta is I'm on the free version, so I have just shown you on this free version of how to do it.
Amazing. So ads are ready. So what's next after that?
So after that, you can jump into building course funnels, right? Once you have created your ads, hoping you have created your landing page with Funnels GPT and created your workshop, you should go ahead and actually start building your funnel with Nourish. And when you're building your funnel, you need to select a course. You need to select a landing page, enter your landing URL. Then you would also have the option to promote your page, and you can promote your page on the platforms of Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. Then you can integrate from here only the different pixels, Facebook pixel, Google Tag Manager, Google Analytics. And once you do that, you launch your ad. These are the ads that we just created, right? And the best
Yeah.
part comes here, upsell course via email. So if any person is completing your workshop, and this is what we call an AI powered funnel. So AI will determine which person has completed the course, and it will automatically trigger emails for you. And if a person has not completed the course, then also you can trigger a reminder email that you have not completed this course. You can actually go ahead and complete the course. So you can actually have different flows. Like when user registers for the course, you can have one email as per that. Then when users complete the course, you can have one email after 2 hours. You can even add more emails to this sequence, like after 2 days or after 4 days, you are again reminding them of an upsell actually of your course, or you can even do a delayed uh, funnel offering where you can actually approach them after 7 days or 14 days to extract the maximum value of a funnel.
That's amazing. So what kind of results are you getting with this automation with the AI?
If we talk about funnels, you are
Hmm.
always going to get amazing results, and we are also getting some amazing results in terms of numbers, because these are qualified leads. These leads actually paid us to be in the workshop. So
Yeah,
automatically they are willing to learn the subject. So after that, if we have done a good job in the workshop, they'll automatically be interested in our course.
amazing. I mean, so would you like to share your own numbers and details of how you are actually going to, I mean, how it's working for your business?
Yeah, so we are on a, like, we have done around 50 lakh revenues, and we are continuing to grow. We have taken a 1 CR number for this particular year. So in terms of revenue, we are growing every single month. We are trying out new things, and yeah, it's going fantastic.
That's really amazing. I mean, 50 lakhs so far, a 1 crore a year revenue target with AI funnels and all automated. So how much time do you spend on enabling any of this?
So if you talk about time, it totally depends upon you. If you want to know about me personally, I spend a little bit more time because I want to refine and like check everything in very much depth. But the content creation does not take a lot of time.
Okay.
uh, the part where we spend a lot of time is how would it get perceived by the audience, and that is something of a different story. If we talk about creating an email, then
Hmm.
all emails we have created with the help of AI. If I could show you, yeah, so this is one email. You did it. First of all, first off,
Hmm.
hats off to you for completing our AI workshop. You have officially unlocked a new level in the legal AI game. So we kind of make it fun. We don't want law to be boring. That is our idea of our whole website. We don't want to
Amazing.
be boring. So yeah,
And all of so basically what you're saying is the initial setup is super fast because obviously you're using
yeah,
AI for the entire process. And then it is just optimization. So that's what you're where you're spending time making sure everything is working properly, is getting you the results, what can be improved, all of that. Amazing, amazing, amazing results. Could you, I also saw that there were a few more slides about AI
yeah,
being used in your entire funnel. Could you also share that? Super excited about that one.
yeah. So if we come to this,
I think Kenar is
yeah.
asking. So there's a question that Kenar has also asked. Is this the only funnel that you're running?
As of now, yes, this is the only funnel we are running, and we are focusing on one course right now, particularly because I think one course is enough to make you crores. I don't think you need to run 4 to 5 courses. If there is a good amount of, let's, if you see Ankur Warikoo, for example, he has 2 to 3 courses. The guy is doing crores and crores of sale by just 2 to 3 courses. We have reached just 50 lakh. 50 lakh is nothing if we compare that to what Ankur Warikoo is doing with 3 courses. So I think you need to get your one course right. Once your optimization and your conversion rate goes to like 8%, 10%, or it even comes to like 15%, then you have made a fantastic system that you can just replicate in other courses. Kinder, you are on mute.
Not on. I hope it's audible now.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so that kind of a revenue from just one course and focusing on a course is a fantastic strategy. But I think brilliant insights. I mean, I'm loving what you are kind of showing here, and the entire journey is super inspiring. And what I would urge for all of you guys to kind of take note of is law level up. Study the funnels, go to the website. That's my recommendation to all of you guys. But I think with that, I mean, we've kind of covered a lot of ground, and
Yes.
sorry, is there any part that we are at now, Arif, or we can?
So I'll quickly just take 1 more minute if that is fine.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah. So let's just skip to this particular slide because we have talked about this in the practical thing. This is the last slide that I'm going to show you. And this is an ad creative that worked really, really well for us. And this is something that we created with the help of adcreative.ai. So if you don't want to spend a lot of time or you just don't want to think about what you want to create, just go to this website, sign up for the free trial, and you will actually have a good uh, ad creative that you can run. As you can see here, it is written sponsored. We are actually still running it, and it has gotten us some of the best results. Uh, so yeah, this is my last insight, and over to you, Kinder.
Thank you so much for that. Let us, ask a couple of questions to Arush. Arush, you're going to kind of stay back, so we would love to, answer questions, and people who have anything to ask, please post it in the FAQ section. I mean, there's a Q&A section that you see on the top, so please go ahead and ask the questions there. Now, with that, I would invite George back, and quickly introduce Durgesh and, bring him on stage because he has kind of a unique take on how AI can transform multiple functions in your business and, some practical applications. And I see a lot of comments from people who are drawing a lot of value from what we are showing. So I'm kind of looking forward to this. George, if you could quickly introduce.
So thank you so much, everybody, for staying connected. We have the next speaker, Durgesh Gurnani, a very dear friend whom we have met a couple of times over the last few months. Durgesh Gurnani is an AI expert who also runs gurnaninotes.com. And he amazing stuff that he does it on a monthly basis. He picks up a certain topic that his community wants to learn from him, and he teaches people how to use AI in that topic. So be it customer service, sales, marketing, whatever. So if there's anybody to learn how to use AI tools from, Durgesh is the man to go. So welcome, Gurnani, Durgesh.
Thank you
I
so
hope
much for that. Thank you so much for that introduction.
you're
Very
welcome.
happy to be part of a Nourish event one more time and speaking to all the people in the audience as well. So I think I'll go ahead and share my screen with
Please.
with two particular things to primarily talk about. One, I will show to everyone how I am using Nourish platform for running the business that I'm running on with the generative AI specific concept. I hope you are all able to see my screen. What you see on
Yes, we are.
on the screen is gurnaninotes.com website. This website is completely running on Nourish platform, and it has been almost like 8 to 10 months now that this website has been running on Nourish platform. In fact, before coming to Nourish, I always was experimenting in the market. I created a lot of Udemy courses. I wanted to do something on the content management space. I had contacted a couple of other companies as well, but I was not getting that easy to use platform. And one fine day, I happened to be visiting IIT Delhi for an event organized by Nourish without really too much of thought process, but I just ended up showing up over there, and it just changed my life in the sense that I got my perfect platform that I wanted to partner with and enroll with, and get started. So that's how my journey of content creation took a particular shape and format. And coming to my journey now, I what I do for a living is, although I work in a fancy large IT services based company with 3.5 lakhs people who work along with me as well in the same company. But outside of that, I think the biggest opportunity for generative AI, at least in my opinion, is to not to create a product, create a small little application of generative AI, because all of these things will continue to change, right? So eventually, if something is disrupting something today, I mean, things will change eventually. I think the biggest opportunity, based on my research, based on my market understanding, is about upskilling people to learn, and that is the problem that I wanted to solve, and I still continue to solve, right? I work in a very large IT organization, 3.5 lakh people. I see in day in and day out, people acquire one skill, let's say C, C++, Java, whatever, and they want to continue on that skill for next 5 years. They would not want to upgrade themselves. Even if you force them to upgrade, they might just pick up one more skill, but then they would want to stick to that skill for next 5 more years, maybe 10 more years. They would want to utilize the same skill until they retire, right? It's very difficult to upgrade the mindset and to let people know that completing your bachelor's or master's degree is not the end of your learning, but rather it is the start of the learning, right? So with generative AI, I feel everything will become very, very important. And the upskilling component, people, organizations, academic institutions, everyone will face a huge challenge eventually in upskilling themselves with the pace at which the technology is revolving and moving ahead. And I think that's what Gurnani Notes does. Now, I have been doing a lot of stuff about a lot of smaller things, which is, I would take a monthly session on how to use ChatGPT with Excel, how to use Microsoft Copilot with Excel, how to do a little bit of stock market related parameters using AI and try to predict the future value of your stock or option related trades. But I think over a period of time, with all that experience, I've realized that uh, what what would make a lot more sense is to do professional certificate courses on AI, because that's a value that you can take it with you and show it to the world forever. So so in the month of September, what I would be offering is Oracle Generative AI course, which you can go and look into my website at a later point of time. And specifically for everyone on this call, I've created a coupon code, discount codes as well. I'll share it in the chat window, so you will be able to see all of that. So whatever you see on the screen right now so far, everything is running on Nourish platform, and that is the introduction about the website. Now coming to another topic, which is, I'll take a little bit of sidetrack now, talking about gurnaninotes.com, to actually showcasing you two AI specific tools, and maybe you can use it in once you enroll it with Nourish, at any point of time, maybe during creating an ads, maybe during creating content, maybe doing while you are doing your marketing related activities on LinkedIn or other social media channels, while writing a post and so on and so forth, right? So those two tools that I would talk about will help you with text to image related capabilities, which is to take text as an input, feed text as an input to the generative AI engine, and let that generative AI engine uh, create image as an output. And the second is text to video, which is give text as an input to the generative AI engine and generate video as an output, right? Now, these tools as a user, it's very easy to understand, right? So these tools are not very fancy. I think I would probably tell you in next 5 minutes how to use these tools, and you will also be able to very easily understand how to use it on any YouTube video that you may pick up specific to these two tools, InVideo AI or Adobe Firefly. Now, connecting it with this particular course that I was talking about, or the training program, professional training program I was talking about, once you do this program, once you become certified, whether you become certified in AWS generative AI course, or Azure generative AI, or Oracle generative AI, or Microsoft or Google generative AI, doesn't really matter. It will teach you enough basics for you to understand how these tools are actually working. If you say image to video, how exactly is image to video working in the background is what you will be able to understand from that particular course. But from a usage perspective, you don't need a course. You can just go ahead and start using these courses as soon as possible, right? The course would probably help you enhance your mindset that such a simple idea for this in video AI, and he's playing in multi-million dollar at the moment in just a very short span of 2 years, and that's about it. And at an age less than 35 years old, and such a simple idea that if you were to think of a technology or creating something like NVIDIA AI, you're all by yourself, then doing that course would help you understand the RAG-based architectures and how it is all being used to create a tool like this, right? But as a user, you can just go ahead, log in, create your trial account, use it for some time, start your paid account, and things like this. Let's move on with the presentation now. Having now that we have set the context, so I will I'll go ahead and talk about two tools. As I said, first tool is text to image, and that tool name is Adobe Firefly. What you see on your screen is a prompt, which is a text as an input that goes on to the generative AI engine, along with a couple of other context, which is coming in from the left hand side, which is by default context. If you want to change it, you can change it as well, up to you. You can create the content type as art or a photo, and you can give your you can adjust all these context specific setting. If you do it, great, but if you don't do it, you just give a prompt. That's also more than enough for generative AI engine to take as an input and generate an image for you. So vintage camera hanging from a tree in a rainforest, this is an output. Next input is a screenery beach at sunshine with palm trees and gentle waves, this is an output. Next is abandoned house, white, blue, solitude, minimalism. This is the output. And the final one is happy in a content, golden retriever, and this is the output for that particular text that you have entered, along with the context which is coming in from here, right? Whatever selections you are doing, you get all those context as well. Now you may have heard about something called as prompt. Whatever you see as a text over here is a prompt, right? This is exactly what your prompt is. However, you may have also heard something around prompt template, which goes into a generative AI engine, right? So these are a little bit of confusion from a understanding perspective. What is prompt template, and so on and so forth. And that's a kind of a confusion for which you may need like a official professional training. But from a usage perspective, I mean, you technically should not even do not even need to know what is a prompt. If you are a user, you can just come in, type in a type in your text over here, click on generate, and experiment with it until you get your output as per your satisfaction, right? So that's the difference. Try and understand the difference so that you will be able to make use of it correctly. Now, that was the first feature of Adobe Firefly, which is text to image. Since we are dealing with image, let me also show you one more feature of Adobe Firefly, which is generative fill. You see, this is my image. This screen is divided into three sections. The left hand side, I have a mic on my in my hand. All I do is I use my brush, highlight the mic area, and click on remove, and the mic gets removed, right? So that is a generative fill section, which means at any mic is just an example. Now, if let's say, for example, you want to take your image and you would want to give yourself a professional look for your LinkedIn image using the same photograph, and maybe give a fancy casual look for your Instagram image using the same photograph. You don't need to really get into a studio and call someone to take your picture. You can do it all by yourself if you wish to do that, right? Not compulsory, but if you wish to do that, all of that is completely possible. Mike was just an example, but the possibilities are endless. One more example around the same category, wherein you have this image. I highlighted this particular area using my paintbrush. There was nothing over here. And I added a prompt, add a vintage car, and a couple of vintage car got added. I selected the one which I liked, and this is the final image that is generated from this input image, right? So that's also a category which comes under generative fill section, and that's a category number 2 um, of Adobe Firefly. And with on that particular note, I will close the Adobe Firefly topic, which is nothing but the text to image topic. And I'll move on to text to video topic now. Text to video, in video is an example that we would take as a reference, but of course there are a lot of text to video tools out there that you can make use of. My suggestion would be whatever you are comfortable with. I think that's the best tool that you should be using rather than worrying about what the world is using, right? So How this text to video works, if I were to talk about the same concept, if I go back and I try to relate it with text to image, here I spoke about what is the difference between prompt and prompt template. So let me give you that answer as well. Whatever you are writing over here is the prompt. Now, this is a prompt that as a user, you will definitely write. It is a basic 101 requirement for sure. And whatever you see on the left hand side panel, this is all the context which you are not required to provide. The system has taken it all by itself. And but if you want to change it, you can change it as well. That's okay, not really a problem. So the prompt and the context combines together and creates a prompt template, and that prompt template goes as an input to the generative AI model. And now the generative AI model takes into reference your prompt as well as the context coming in from here to be able to create this. Now, coming to the video section, technically you can create a video by just one sentence, one paragraph of input as well. But understand the difference. That would just be your prompt, right? You may not get the quality output from there. You may get it, may not get it, as per your satisfaction, up to you. And hence, in the even in the text to video world, what you need is a prompt template, which means you have your prompt, which is this is my prompt on the on this particular section, on this box, the first box. I need to create a 10-minute video to talk about this. This is my prompt, and rest everything else is the context which I'm giving along with my prompt to my generative AI engine. Some people call it a workflow, some people call it prompt template. Doesn't really matter till the time you understand what you're doing. You're just giving your input to the generative AI engine, and you're giving as much input as possible so that you can get a much better refined output and things like those. So I did this as a sample example for you, and tried to be. When I was trying to do this stuff and get this slide ready, I wanted to be as casual as possible, because when you will do it from your end, you would face. I mean, I want to show you the exact type of challenges that you would face when you would do it. So I didn't do anything fancy. I just did very simple, standard, basic stuff, and I gave a little bit of context saying my audience is AI enthusiast, look and feel should be inspirational, and platform is YouTube. I clicked on continue for the system to be able to click generate a heading for my video, and it would start processing and get the video in place. Right? I'll play the video, but maybe if uh, someone can give me a confirmation if they are able to hear the audio, it would be great. I'll go ahead and play the video. One of you maybe can type on the chat box, and that would be very helpful.
We can hear
Good
it.
day, fellow knowledge enthusiasts. Welcome to an exciting journey that promises to transform your professional landscape. Today, we venture into the fascinating realm of artificial intelligence, specifically Oracle Generative AI. This is not just any AI, it's a groundbreaking
All right,
technology.
I'll take a pause
that is
over here because the video is anyways long. It's a 10 minutes video which I requested. Of course, I've trimmed it any which ways, but the intention is not to show you the video. Intention is to show you the capability. Right now, you use this particular capability. Now ask yourself, are you happy with the video generated? Well, I'm 20% happy with the video generated because something has got populated, but I still want to customize it. Like I see someone is asking, what if we want to use our own voice as well? Very good question, right? Now, which all comes into the customization related aspect as to how do you customize it from here. So in the next slide, what I've done is I've uploaded some of my images.
Good day,
I don't
fellow
want
knowledge enthusiasts.
I don't want AI to be using its own iStock images. Maybe at some places I can use iStock images, but not at all the places, because I want to connect with the audience when I'm promoting this particular uh, course in this video that I've created. So what I do is I upload some of my media now, and just replace whatever small little videos that were coming in from iStock. I select every single chunk of the video and replace it with my own images as much as possible. I change a little bit of music as well, so I can edit the media, edit the script as well, edit the music. So I tried a little bit, just because I know when you will do it, you will not get anything perfect in the first spot. So I wanted to recreate the entire scenario the way you would get into it as well, right? You are going to see watermark images at the moment because it's a free trial that I used for putting all of this together. But yeah, all of this
Good
will go
day,
away once you
fellow
get into a
knowledge
paid version.
enthusiasts. Welcome to an exciting journey that promises to transform your professional landscape. Today, we venture into the fascinating realm of artificial intelligence, specifically Oracle Generative AI. This is not just any AI, it's a groundbreaking technology that is revolutionizing industries across the globe. Ever dreamt of commanding the power of AI?
All right, I'll stop over here, right? So I think what we would want to do is just as an interaction. Anyways, I'm done with the text to image explanation and text to video explanation as well. But I somehow feel that the video that you are seeing right now is also not perfect. At least I would not upload this video on my LinkedIn at the moment, right? And I've purposely kept it over here for me to understand from you what exactly do you think, any one of you, maybe you can raise your hand or you can just type in your chat window, what do you think needs to change? What more needs to change? And I'll give you a incentive for you to be able to uh, talk in the chat and and give your suggestion. The top three suggestions, according to you, that I should take into consideration for me to enhance this particular video by editing the video, media, editing the script, editing the music, or maybe anything that comes to your mind. What do you think is missing in this video? The top three suggestions. I will teach Oracle Generative AI. I'll give an access to Oracle Generative AI free of cost for 1 month duration, 100% free. For rest everyone else, I will anyways give you a 50% discount coupon for all 100 people. But for top three entries, I'll teach Oracle Generative AI absolutely free, no charge before enrollment, no charge until you get your certification, and no charge after that as well, right? So I'll wait. I'll take a pause and see in case if there are any suggestions that or any methods or any ways you can think which should be applied on top of the previous video that I showcased to you. I'll run the video one more time. You can just type in and that would be very, very helpful, I guess.
Good day, fellow knowledge enthusiasts. Welcome to an exciting journey that promises to transform your professional landscape. Today, we venture into the fascinating realm of artificial intelligence, specifically Oracle Generative AI. This is not just any AI, it's a groundbreaking technology that is revolutionizing industries across the globe. Ever dreamt of commanding the power of AI?
All right, we'll take a pause, and I see some of the comments posted by uh, Sun, uh, Sundar Sanam
Let me help you.
Pawan.
Pavan Sundar Sanam says we should have
Okay.
customization in fonts for our videos that matches the content in the video. And then Mohammed is saying the captions make it look shabby. Anil Patel says amazing. So I think he kind of loves it as is.
So he's
And
not
then we
getting any
have
discount. If he loves it, then he's not getting any discount.
And then Saurabh Chandra Jana says, animation can be less blurred and your image should match with the background, not look AI generated, and the refresh rate of the video as the video is lagging too much. Anju says captions are covering the photograph
Yeah,
and voice is
absolutely.
also jarring.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the captions covering the photograph was the number one that I was looking for. And any which ways. Thank you for all your inputs. What I would do is I've taken a screenshot of this. I'll take a screenshot of this and we'll do this offline. I'll give you my email address. Um, I'll give you my email address. The people on this can drop in an email and claim their Oracle Generative AI free coupon. Whoever has answered, right? So don't just flood my email asking for 100% of discount code. If you have given this answers up till now about what changes it could be done, you all can kind of give and send an email to me with your name, email address, and a phone number, and I'll do the needful. For rest everyone else, I would do is I would go ahead and give all of you any which ways a 50% discount so that you can use that discount and any ways get your access as well. And this is my email address on the screen, and then I have a coupon code for for a 50% discount. And then one final thing which I would leave you with is the website, so that you can get access to the website and take care of moving on. And mind you, all of this is happening at Nourish, so do check Nourish website as well. The same way how I am encouraging you not to learn just text to prompt application as a user, but try and understand what's happening in the background as well. The same way, don't just get into gurnaninnotes.com and try and understand how is this website running in the background as well, right? So all the AI related aspects that we learned in the session prior to when I started, all of that is extremely important as well. And in case if you get any questions, feel free to get in touch with any one of us. We would be able to help you from Nourish or from Gurnani Knows. Thank you so much. I'll hand it over to you back to Kinner and George.
Thank you so much. This was fantastic, Durgesh. And please hang on. We have a few questions that we would love to answer that people have. I would just run through a quick 6 to 10 minute long now intro to what else happens on Nourish, because we would love for people to get introduced to the Thought Avatar AI. And then, I mean, I see a lot of interest around what you've just shown people. In fact, I was blown away with the quality of the voiceover, because I remember paying to Dun and Bradstreet about 3 lakh rupees for a short video, and this AI video, almost beat out the voice quality of that professional. This guy was a radio jockey or something that they had hired for the voiceover. I remember for a education client that we had from Middle East that this video was done for. So brilliant. I think we're all lucky to be living in these times. I mean, magic happens in $10 now, right? I mean, what we had paid 3 lakh rupees for could be achieved in about $10. So amazing stuff. Let's jump into the presentation. George, if we could bring in the last leg of our presentation, and then we would love to answer questions. But guys, thank you so much for hanging on. I think people who are here on the call right now are the ones who have truly been able to grasp. And I think I love it. I mean, this part of the session where you're towards kind of the last 15 minutes is the time when people who really want to learn more and who are cued into the content are the ones, who kind of stay back. So amazing questions come out, right? Now, George, let's go to the next slide. I hope this is not the same. Yeah. Guys, so Arush showed us a webinar funnel, which looks a little bit like what you see on the screen on the left right now, the funnel shape. I already explained that you could be bringing a lot of people into it by social media posting, by sending emails to your database, by running ads even. All of that brings in more people into the funnel, and every piece of the funnel can be built with AI. So why we structured this session like this is where I came and introduced what funnels are. Arush came in and showed a practical funnel running for Law Level Up where he's making revenue. So, we wanted to get you to make that connection that all of this talk is not just in the air. People are truly using these technologies to make money, to make revenue. And that's where we got Durgesh to then come and show the ways these funnels utilize content created with AI. So, all the videos that he showed could be a part of a webinar funnel. It could be a part of an advertisement that you create on social media. In fact, a social media post itself. So try and connect the dots now, because I am going to actually show you how this entire picture joins and what actually could be your jump into the entire domain. Now, webinar registration, you can design a landing page using a platform like Nourish that we run. Nourish helps you create a landing page from scratch with with just conversational commands. You can change even the images on the page and do drag and drop. All of that is super simple, right? And you can make that happen in the dashboard of Nourish itself. So maybe George can just bring up on the screen, a quick example of how a Nourish landing page, can just have a drag and drop. We want to do just like a quick 30-second or a minute long demo for you. where we show you how there are blocks already available, and then there is AI where you can talk to it, optimize, generate images, do tons of stuff. Durgesh showed that Gurnani Notes as well as Law Level Up, they have utilized that technology. They have built landing pages, but how it happens with AI is the powerful bit. So please hang on while George kind of brings up that on his screen. And I apologize that for some reason I'm not able to share my screen. George, I think we can, let's just show an example. So guys, there are tons of landing page examples that you can pick from, right? So just click on use or preview any of these. Once you are on the page, you can go to edit it with the visual builder. By the way, this page lets you edit the SEO. So we don't want to show you, but here it's super simple. So if you click on get slim or wherever, you can just edit it. And type anything here. George can show that, like this AI course, right? So you optimize the page, and then there is an AI prompt bar. We don't want to kind of get into it because we just want to show you an example. In this AI command bar, you can ask the page to brainstorm with you, create new blocks, create new design themes, create new images. You have to just select the piece that you're trying to edit. And we wouldn't go into the entire demo of this, but we want to just show you that there are tons of examples. Beyond AI also, on the plus button on the top left-hand bar, if we can show George the snippets available or the sections. So here are tons of design snippets available. You just click on one, it appears on the page. George can click on any, it comes. You edit it, it's ready for you to kind of start building with. So as simple as that, right? I mean, you don't have to kind of bang your head. And AI here, the AI assistant on the bottom right, I think you should all play with it. By the way, you can go and sign up for a trial here. There's no cost involved, so you can start experimenting with it, and it's all like a free sign up on a trial. So please go ahead and definitely try this. This is super cool stuff that you could try for yourself. Maybe we can jump back to the presentation, George, if that's possible. All right, we have to reshare. I see some very interesting questions in the Q&A section. We are going to address them in just another, few minutes. Let me just run through one last example of a powerful AI technology that we could actually utilize here within the platform. So webinars, like we said, build the landing page. You can create and send reminders. Arush already showed an example of an email generated with AI. A lot of people are using AI only to build and create these images, no other technology, no other piece, and they can be super smart. In Funnel Builder, which Arush already showed, you can stack up these messages. And believe me, these messages can be a game changer. If you send a message 10, 15, 20 minutes before people are expected to join for a webinar, it can be a miracle, because if, let's say, 10 people were about to join, now you suddenly see double the amount or triple the amount based on how many registrants you have. And you can get AI to write all of this for you. And that automation in the funnel builder to stack it up for you. Because, if you don't do that, you're bound to miss steps. Believe me, even with large teams, you're bound to miss steps if you don't use automation. Now, workshop delivery, when you're actually in the webinar, a lot of the content can be written by things like Gamma, building your entire presentation. Funnels GPT or even Chat GPT or Perplexity writing the presentation copies for you, that's miraculous almost. And then upsell, stack up upsell messages in the funnel itself, like Arush showed, and those messages help you sell better. Let me tell you that some people here in the session earlier were talking about, they are going to get sold something, right? I mean, that's probably always a thing that happens in webinars. And you know what? The beauty of modern businesses is that they are win-win. If you saw, Durgesh showed Gurnani Notes, and he would want to really get a lot of people, a lot of takers for the website or the courses that he has to offer. He gave a lot of value with the session. And then he also said towards the end, this is what I offer. And this is called a win-win commerce. Nothing wrong with that. You are adding a lot of value with your educational content. And towards the end, you always leave an offer, because there are people who want to pay and go to the next level. And that's what these funnels are all about. So George, let's go to the next slide. Now, webinar funnel, here was the example. Ebook funnel is another super popular one that companies like Salesforce, LinkedIn, a lot of large brands utilize and make tons of money from, generate leads, establish thought leadership. It could be almost miraculous. So ebook landing page is the first thing that you build with the landing page builder, like we showed. You build the funnel within the platform, like the Nourish demo, like we showed you, and you could check that out yourself. Lead magnets, you could write your entire ebook with AI. So within the Nourish platform, what we did is we were brainstorming a lot. How do we help people do that? So we created a lot of pre-populated prompts. In the funnels GPT, when you're creating a course or doing anything, there are prompts that help you come up with the name of the ebook, discuss about the problems that your target audience faces, and then give a command that write the first chapter, write the second chapter, and you can keep brainstorming and creating content. And then the rest of the bit is again there. Use automation to even pass data to CRM. So all of that is possible there. And then, I mean, we have another last piece of demo where I want to show this example. So we have a brain within the platform. Every ebook that you deliver to your people, every online course that you deliver to your people can have a thought avatar on top of it, right? So maybe, here is the example. If a weight loss coach has uploaded some content, let's say a student comes and says, what food should I, avoid to lose weight? If the ebook had that specific content, let's say this is an Ayurvedic weight loss coach, he only talks about ashwagandha, chawanprash, lemon, whatever natural remedies or food-based items, you will get answers only around that, right? And then it gives them personalized advice for weight loss from that ebook or that video content. So this tool that we have built within the platform is actually available to everybody to be offered to their people. Example here, Law Level Up could offer this bot to their students, and those people, when they ask a question, I'm drafting a contract, how do I use AI? If the course that Law Level Up has that content, the bot will be able to answer it, and you can design it in a way, you can decide how these answers are given, give that command to the AI. And this is one of the most powerful tools that I believe exists in our industry globally now, that we put a lot of research and, development power behind. So this kind of brings me towards the end of the session. George, maybe just towards the end, you want to kind of, maybe we should, I like to always tell people, how do we want to leave, how they can engage with our brand. So if we can bring up the slide again and, quickly show people that let me tell you, there are 3 ways to engage with us. And, before we answer the questions, number 1, you would be getting a WhatsApp message. You can join our community. We are posting content regularly, which is free. Our content team, George, everybody does a lot of research. We share success stories and tips and the secrets of people like Arush who are sharing it freely with us. What Durgesh showed, and there are so many other people on the platform that are constantly using these techniques and tips. So join the WhatsApp group if you are keen to get all free content access. You could go and consume it on our blog as well. All of that is free to consume. If you want to go deeper, maybe George can share the screen. If you want to go deeper and engage with us in a deeper way, the other way to engage is that we run this accelerator, which is a paid accelerator, where we step by step handhold people to go from undiscovered, or they don't know anything, how to generate leads, how to build their business, exactly what DJI or Law Level Up or any other brand that we have spoken about or shown you. How do you do that? You could join that accelerator where we go through personal branding, building your automated content-led funnels, and these are sessions interspersed for a month. So for that entire month, you will be attending multiple sessions that George takes, I come, there is tons of content, lot of ad samples, like almost 30 plus templates, a lot of guides. We also do workshops, extensive workshops. You also get to learn how to use AI powered content creation system, your organic lead gen system for your business, and almost 20 more feature sets in about 30 days. You get all of that with lifetime access to you. And when we do these webinars, because we want to give value to you people, we basically offer like a 40% discount on all of these plans for just about 48 hours. So we'll be sending links to people, in WhatsApp. And then you guys will be able to join this accelerator if you really are keen. You can book a call with our team as well, look deeply on the platform. All of the Nourish plans are also on 40% off for the next 48 hours for the attendees of this webinar. And like I said, the workshop is 19,997, and you can bundle any Nourish plan. In fact, even the plan that we have for 3.5 lakh rupees, we offer that also on a 40% off for the next 48 hours. So guys, I leave you with this, and would love to answer questions now. Let's just jump into it. But like I said, this is very limited in supply, the offer that I just mentioned about. We'll be sending you links in WhatsApp. Next 48 hours is the only time period, but you'll be able to take an action from there. Now, let's answer some questions. I see some really interesting questions here. And I'll be asking Arush and Durgesh to also join me, come on screen. Maybe we can all come on Spotlight and, let's kind of answer questions then. Now, Dental Udan is asking, can we create ads with AI too? So Arush showed a fantastic tool. Arush, what was the name of that where the AI can create ads for people?
It was adcreatives.ai.
Adcreatives.ai. Maybe George can type that in the chat bar. Fantastic tool. I'm going to check it out myself. And he showed something also which was mind-blowing, the use of Facebook AI, the Meta AI, because the kind of quality that I was seeing there was just amazing. So guys, combine these two, and I think you should be able to get a brilliant, kind of a response. But let me also add something there. What Durgesh showed, the video production, video ads. If you guys don't know, sometimes for some products can be 5 times better. The ROAS can be really good. ROAS is return on advertising spend. So let's just say you're spending 1 rupee, you can get 5 rupees if a video ad works. So what he showed, I think should definitely be tried in ads also. So Dental Udan, the answer is, definitely give it a try, right? That's what it is. Now, Rajdeep has asked, is it integrated in platforms? I don't know the elaborate context of that. But if I get it right, Nourish platform has certain capabilities that let you build these funnels and utilize AI for content writing, for building your landing pages, for building this thought avatar bot, all of that. It's a part of what we offer. But beyond that, the platforms that Arush showed, Durgesh showed, brilliant ones. I think we are going to summarize them and send it to you in a WhatsApp message also. It's become like a best tool to communicate now. Read it there, keep it there. We will just summarize the names of all the platforms and tools that we discussed. So you'll, Rajdeep, you're going to kind of get a better answer there. Divya Advani has asked a question. This specific ad creative helps in running ads well or just helps make creative? So I think I already answered that. It's making the ads. Arush, am I right? Or Durgesh, please correct me. Is there any other platform that could run ads also for you on automation?
Okay, so adcreatives.ai does have the capability to run ads as well, though we have not ventured into that of how we can do that, but it does have the capability.
I didn't know that. That's mind-blowing. I think we should definitely give it a go. But let me also add here that Facebook has its own native AI-based ad engine, and so does Google. So Perfmax is on Google AI. I think it's Advantage Plus. So one is Advantage Plus and the other one is Perfmax. Both of these are AI driven. So if you're running ads, you could use AI to run ads with these technologies, and they're available on both Google-based ad platforms. Google runs on Google Ads, YouTube Ads, Facebook runs on Instagram and Facebook Ads. So I think you could utilize these funnels, guys. Now, Sandeep Kite has asked, can we generate leads with the help of this AI funnel? Absolutely, that's what we spoke about. Replicate either the webinar funnel or the ebook funnel. There is no way you won't generate leads. It works every single time, not just for us, for everybody who's ever tried, unless you wrote absolute crap shit on the landing page or the ebook or the webinar that you are designing that nobody wants to consume on or nobody wants to join. Now that's a recipe for failure. But if you've written content that there are people interested in learning about, there is no way you won't generate leads. Just follow the steps. If you're still confused, Sandeep, either join the accelerator. We have tons of free content on Nourish Academy. Consume that, join the WhatsApp group. So whether it's free or you want to commit to a paid program, we leave it to you. But absolutely, leads are guaranteed. There's no way that you will not be able to generate leads with it, right? So awesome. Now let's move to the other question. Dental Udan. Okay, Dental Udan is saying that she wants to, or I mean, I'm not sure it's like a he or she. Cause sorry about that. Dental Udan is the name written there, but they'll be trying the funnels AI, and we would love to help you further explore it. Kshitij has asked, we have to buy course. I think because this is 31 minutes ago, Durgesh, I think it's about your course. What is the price of the AI course that you offer?
So there are multiple courses that I offer on the website. All the courses that have happened in the past, they go as a recording at the bottom of the website. So there's one course that I've done for Excel with ChatGPT, very low hanging fruit topic. On the website, you will see it for 500 rupees, and that's the price of that particular course. As far as the Oracle certification program that is running in the month of September, from 1st of September, every Sunday, 11 a.m. in the morning for the entire month, that particular course is comprises of a certification cost that has to go to Oracle, and that certification cost is 20,000 rupees. The course training, which means I will teach for you to become eligible to go to Oracle and give a certification, and Oracle gives you back and all that stuff. That course is for 10,000 rupees as a price. However, Nourish 100 discount coupon will make all of you get 50% discount code on that 10,000 rupees price. Plus, there are 3 more entries that are getting the course absolutely free. I've received those emails and I've given them specific discount coupons, which makes it absolutely 0 rupee for those 3 people, right? But the certification cost is separate, which will go to Oracle, and that fees is 20,000 rupees. Just FYI.
You're on mute, Kinneth.
You're on mute, Kinner. Kinner, you're on mute.
Oh, sorry, I have a very interesting comment, on in chat that I would like to address. So Mohammed has compared all that we showed with Chat GPT, and I think this is a brilliant question because I mean, as somebody in AI, I love to compare these. So Mohammed is saying that you could do all of this on Chat GPT, but now let me break down Chat GPT for you and what we showed. We all use Chat GPT, right? And it's a content platform that can generate images, write content. When you're building a funnel, let's just say webinar funnel, and this is for all that are here, because it's a good summary and it possibly would help Mohammed also understand. When Arush wants to sell courses for law level up, or let's say somebody here has a course on yoga or dance, you just don't need text. You are going to need a web page builder, because web page builder is the entry to funnels. So first you need a landing page builder. ChatGPT doesn't do that right now, right? And your landing page can't just be any landing page that's built on WordPress or something else. I mean, we have tested this multiple times. It needs to be super optimized, fast loading, nice looking, effects and all of that. If AI can help you build that page on the page itself, brilliant. ChatGPT doesn't do that. Or Perplexity doesn't do that, or Bing AI doesn't do that, right? Most of the popular tools don't do that. On the landing page, they can help you write content, and so can Funnels GPT or their on-page GPT, but take help in writing. The second step now, like we showed, after you build the landing page, you're going to need to create content. Now, ChatGPT can help you write that content, but what Durgesh showed, you will still need to optimize, build that video, use images, create that image, build it in a presentation with an app like Gamma. None of that's done on ChatGPT. If you try and create, by the way, I have a paid version of Perplexity, ChatGPT, all of those, right? And so does our content team. It still does not create text-based content, content clearly. So all the images with text will be broken on ChatGPT. I don't know if you guys have tried, even on the paid version. Gamma app helps you do that in a brilliant way. And guys, God is in the details, right? Like they say. I mean, I'm vouching for an app that's not even mine. Gamma is built by I don't know whom. Game changer. I mean, ChatGPT possibly will not even touch that domain, but it's far superior than in a $40 billion Canva. I mean, and none of these companies are mine. So let me just tell you, for guys who are watching this is deep knowledge. We try AI, we experiment with AI. Please do not be under the impression that all of these different tools, are not needed. ChatGPT has its own purpose. So, and I could go on and on with the funnel. I mean, the last point I want to cover, the thought avatar AI that I spoke about on ChatGPT, you can upload a PDF file, give it a bit of context. It's $20 a month. There is no discount available. It's $20 flat. Let's just say you have a 1,000 people attending your course, and I think Arush has crossed that number. So if you have 1,000 people attending your course, you can't give them access to ChatGPT where you uploaded the PDF files so that they can ask questions about your course. Because the custom GPTs, then you will be sending people from your course to the custom GPT. So think about all of this. Attention to detail is the key here. But thank you so much for that comment, Mohammed, because it helped me kind of summarize. Now I'm just looking in chat if there are other comments here also. Ad creatives meta.ai. Okay, George has posted that. Do you have an AI for following up with the prospect? Now, I think following up with the prospect is a bit where the funnels GPT can build an automation, so you don't have to remember. It's like, I'll give you an example. For an instance, we are right now in beta testing WhatsApp messages before and after an event. So when you organize a webinar within the Nourish platform and you connect your business WhatsApp API, which you can now buy from within Nourish in the next few weeks, you can stack up these messages, WhatsApp messages, to be sent 5 minutes before the webinar, 1 hour after the webinar, and then you can just go off and sleep. Everything that you want to follow up people with, send them a reminder for, certify them, take payments from them, all of that can be automated. So I think that's kind of the follow-up messages, and you can use AI to kind of write all of that. George, any question that you noticed that I have missed that you would like to highlight?
Originally, there was a question about the funnels GPT being available. Dental Udan, who's actually a customer with Nourish, was asking that we've never even tried it. We'll definitely try it. So is that available across plans?
Yes, I mean, it is available right now in a power plan because we mostly have, I mean, Ernst & Young's just signed up on Nourish, and I mean, I'm kind of announcing that. So we have tons of large companies like PeopleStrong using it. We have some very smart, there's a doctors organization that I think Muskan or some other name, I can't recall the name of that organization. They train doctors. They have just built a chatbot. So there are tons of these organizations that are utilizing AI within the platform on their training content because it gives them the next level ability. But yeah, it's going to be available in the professional plan as well on a added add-on.
Acharya Ashish also asked another question that what if we don't have a website? Then can we build a funnel on a Facebook page or Instagram for getting leads? What will be the cost if you could also guide there?
Sure. It's very cheap to run those kind of funnels. And I'll tell you how those funnels work. They can work. I have seen these leads to be anywhere in the range of 6 rupees to 10 rupees. I don't know if Arush has tried these funnels, but most of the good advertisers and smart advertisers stay away from this funnel. That's my experience. I have been to Meta office and spoken to a lot of Meta guys themselves. Why these are not great funnels is because they're unqualified leads. Facebook usually pre-fills this contact form and it can generate leads for you. So if you have an automated way of qualifying leads at the next stage, let's say you gathered with 10 rupees, I mean, average 10 rupees, a lot of domains you'll get the lead cost for. But obviously it depends on if it's very competitive, like you're selling maybe a mobile cover, which is a very hot category on Amazon, probably going to be a bit more expensive. And then you have to go there. But most of the stuff we have worked for is 10 rupees is a good range. We did that with Sanjeev Kapoor Academy as well, and he's a big chef. So I think we could generate leads in that cost. You'll have to qualify them. They're not super great because it's super easy for people to just click and say, I'm interested. You'll get students, people who are not interested, people who won't even remember they clicked yes. So because it doesn't cost. So that's my take. Maybe I don't know, Arush, you have anything to add there?
Yeah, so without a website, the challenge is to build credibility. And whenever a user is paying, they would like you to be credible enough to have a website. And if you don't have a website, you would lose a lot of customers without trust. So if I compare that with building a website, even on Nourish, the ROI makes more sense if I build a website. You would definitely have more sales if you have a website. So logically, we always had a website. Even in my third year in college, we build we watch a YouTube video, build a WordPress website. But yeah, WordPress won't be able to handle traffic when you start to get customers. So for that, you would need a VPS server that would run into lakhs. So that's why Nourish, I feel, is the best option.
No, thank you for that. You're very generous and kind, Arush and Durgesh, you both. But I mean, my take here is that website, I think it's a very good point that people, when they see an ad, they immediately think, what is law level up? Ye hai kya? At least let me know कि Arush lawyer है भी कि नहीं है, because I'll this is George knows about this. We were sitting with someone and somebody said, this cousin of mine is the top relationship coach in India, and she's just gone through her fourth divorce. Seriously? And yeah, so she said, yeah, because she's had the fourth divorce and now she can tell people almost everything that they shouldn't do because she's done all of that. So it's an interesting anecdote, but what I'm trying to get at, and she might be really good, but there are all kinds of people who probably not even lawyers trying to sell law content, right? I mean, people who don't know anything about AI, there's no stuff, and they're just saying that, okay, I know AI because I've Bing search stuff and I know what AI is, I know everything about it. So, I mean, there are all those kind of people, and website breaks that myth. Website breaks that barrier and gives you like a step-by-step introduction to the person, their background, their success, their failure. So brilliant point there. Loved it, Arush. And George, I think we've covered most of them. So we
One last
kind
question,
of
which is for Durgesh. Actually, I'm not sure if you've answered this question, but somebody's asking, what is the prior knowledge do we need to sign up for your OCI program?
Actually, no prior knowledge needed. In the Oracle Generative AI Professional Certification, you would learn three things. One is you would get the basics of what the large language models is and how that generative AI application works. Second, from an introduction perspective, which means you really do not need anything. And if you have something as a background knowledge, great, because that kind of would help you. But if you do not have it, trust me, I think my best uh, capability is like I may teach you, that is one of the capability, but I can teach you like a 5-year-old child. That is my bigger capability, and I can promise you that if you come without any background knowledge as well, I think I would be able to take care of it, right? So first topic you get to learn is what is large language models. Second, we get to see a little bit of Oracle Generative AI ecosystem, which means we log into Oracle system, understand how you can summarize a text, how you can embed a particular piece of text into the vector database and all that stuff on the Oracle stuff. And the third piece which the certification requires is that for you to be able to build a chatbot that could and can create your own generative AI chatbot with memory inbuilt to that chatbot and so on and so forth, right? So those are the three main aspects or topics or the broader things that we would cover. But you can also look into Oracle Generative AI Professional Certification. Whatever I'm talking about is the course and the structure which is decided and put by them. I'm just rephrasing it and making it simpler for you.
Thank you, Durgesh. And I think with that, I think we should conclude the session. But it's been fantastic. I myself learned stuff that I didn't know. So I mean that kind of goes on to say that this is an endless ocean that we'll all have to kind of keep swimming through. There's so much of development. I didn't know about Gamma for an instance till about 10 days ago. I still thought that it can't be done, that you can't have like a elongated, not a prompt, like a full story and convert it into a PPT. So that kind of goes on to say that how important it is for us to kind of constantly go through this. But for all of you who are logged on here, Thank you so much for joining. We will be sending links with the names of all these platforms that were mentioned within the session, along with the links to how you could engage with the brand, keep the journey of learning going, because that's the only thing that will get to your goal faster. And thank you so much for kind of being there and attending this session, making it engaging. Thank you, Arush, for sharing everything about your funnels. And I love what you're building. All the best. Let's keep collaborating and making it bigger for you and for everybody to benefit. And thank you so much, Durgesh, for sharing it. Gurnani Notes, I think, is poised to become big, because AI education, I think, is super important at all levels. So kudos and thank you so much for joining.